everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make spice jar labels on your Cricut. I'm going to start by inserting a rectangle with the size of the label that I want. So I'm going to click on shapes on the left panel and select square. Since I don't want a square shape, I want a rectangle, I'm going to click the lock button here so that I can change the proportions. The width I'm going to use 1.25 and for the height I'm going to use 2.25. Now I'm creating like a black border around my label, so I'm actually going to change this color to black. Now I'm going to add a white rectangle inside. So again, I'm going to click on square, unlock the proportions, and this time the width will be 1.15 and the height will be 2.15. I'm changing the color to white, and now I'm going to select both. Click on align on the top toolbar, center horizontally, and align again and center vertically. So now I've created my black border. But I don't want this white square to cut, so if you look on the right panel, it says that it's going to be cutting. So I'm going to select both and flatten on the bottom right. So now we're done with the shapes. I can close that, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see better. Next, we're going to add in our text. So I'm going to select text, and it's always automatically Cricut Sans, but I don't like this font, so I'm gonna go over to system. I downloaded a font that I do like, and I'll have it linked in the description if you're interested in this font as well. For the name of the spice, I'm going to make this bold just because I want it to be a little bit thicker. I personally prefer typing in all caps just because I like the look of it more. So I'm gonna start with the Himalayan pink salt. I want this color to be black, so I'm going to change it from the dark gray to black. And this is way too big for our label, so I'm just going to shrink it to size. Then I'm going to select both the rectangles and the text. I'm going to align and center horizontally. So now that I have the text centered, I'm going to add a line. So under shapes, I'm going to click on the line. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees, change the height to 1, and then under operation in the top toolbar, I'm going to change this to print and cut. That way I can change the color to black. So now I'm going to put this on my label. I'm going to select the line with just the rectangular background, align and center horizontally. Now I'm going to add the subtext. It's going to automatically select the font that you used previously, and I'm fine with that. So I'm going to change this to seasoning. And then again, change the color to black. And this time I want it a lot smaller. Do something like this. Now I'm going to select the text and the rectangular background, align and center horizontally. So now that I'm happy with how it looks, I'm going to select everything and flatten. And I can now close this. Here is the first label. To create another one, you can press Ctrl or Command D to duplicate. And to edit the text, we're going to unflatten, and then you can change the text. So when this happens, when you change the text, it might not be aligned anymore, so you can select the text and the rectangular background again, align and center horizontally. Now I also want to change the category for this, and this is going to be spice. We're going to have the text selected with the rectangular background, so you can hold shift and click on the rectangle, align, center horizontally, and then when you're happy with it, you can select everything and flatten again. And then repeat this as many times as you want, or however many spices you want. But Cricut does have a limit for the size of their print and cut, so one thing I would recommend is adding a shape. For the background, we're going to use a square. Unlock it, change the width to 6.75 and the height to 9.25. I'm going to drag it to the topmost corner, and in the layers panel on the right, I'm going to drag it to the bottom just so it's behind everything. So you can kind of use this as a guideline for how many you can put on a page. I think I can add in one more. I want these spread out a little bit more evenly. I'm selecting all of the labels, and I'm gonna select align and distribute horizontally. So then I'm going to duplicate. Duplicate again. I think there's space for one more. Duplicate one more time. Okay, and it fits. So I just want to make sure that all of my labels are within this gray box. If it's hard for you to see, you could also change this to like green, just because the gray and the black are so similar. So now you can go in and change all the text that you want, and we can delete the square. That was just more of a guideline for us. Once you have everything set up, you can select everything. So you can use Control-A or manually select everything. And we're going to attach, because otherwise Cricut is going to make these all print on more than one page. Then we'll click on Make, Continue, and then we're going to Send to Printer. And after that, you're going to cut. So for me personally, window cling works the best, but you might have to test out whatever paper you're using. Once you're done printing and cutting with your Cricut, you'll have your very own custom spice jar labels. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!